Repeated ballast burnout can stem from several underlying issues. Let's examine these possible causes systematically. Firstly, loose connections are a common culprit. Ensure all electrical connections within the fixtures and at the ballasts themselves are securely tightened. Loose connections create arcing, which generates heat and prematurely damages ballasts. Secondly, fluctuating line voltage can stress ballasts. Use a multimeter to measure the incoming voltage at the fixtures. Voltage spikes or sustained over-voltage conditions significantly reduce ballast lifespan. In such cases, consider installing surge protection devices. Thirdly, faulty wiring within the fixture or the building's electrical system can contribute to ballast failures. Thoroughly inspect the wiring for any signs of damaged insulation, shorts, or loose connections. Correct any wiring defects immediately. Fourthly, check for overvoltage protection. Determine if the ballasts have built-in overvoltage protection. If not, consider installing surge protectors on the circuit to prevent voltage surges from reaching the ballasts. Fifthly, confirm ballast compatibility. Verify that the replacement ballasts are specifically designed to work with the 2-foot by 2-foot fixtures and horseshoe bulbs. Incompatible ballasts can cause electrical imbalances and damage the lighting component. Sixthly, excessive temperature negatively impacts ballast lifespan. Ensure that the fixtures are adequately ventilated to dissipate heat effectively. Restricted airflow around the ballast will lead to premature failure. Seventhly, moisture or dust accumulation can damage ballasts. If the fixtures are exposed to damp or dusty environments, this contamination can corrode the ballast's internal components. Eighthly, inherent manufacturing defects can sometimes cause early ballast failure. If all other potential causes have been ruled out, consider the possibility of defective ballasts. Replace them with ballasts from a reputable manufacturer known for quality control. Ninthly, bulb incompatibility can overload the ballast. Using bulbs not designed for a specific ballast can create electrical imbalances, leading to ballast burnout. Always use the correct bulb type. Let's consider additional troubleshooting steps. Firstly, inspect the horseshoe bulbs themselves. Defective bulbs can draw excessive current, causing the ballast to overload and fail. Replace any bulbs suspected of being faulty. Secondly, test the capacitors within the ballasts. Capacitors are crucial components in ballasts and can degrade over time. Use a capacitor checker to measure their capacitance and replace any that fall outside the manufacturer's specified tolerance. Thirdly, examine the fixture housings. Make sure the fixture housings are in good condition and free from damage. Damaged housings can allow moisture or contaminants to enter the fixtures and affect the ballasts. Now let's discuss each of these points in a little more detail. When checking connections, don't just visually inspect them. Give each wire a gentle tug to ensure it is firmly seated in its terminal. Use a screwdriver to tighten the terminal screws securely, but avoid over-tightening, which can strip the threads. When measuring voltage, check not only the voltage between the hot and neutral wires, but also the voltage between the hot wire and ground. A high voltage between hot and ground may indicate a wiring problem. Regarding faulty wiring, look for signs of overheating such as discolored insulation or melted wire connectors. If you find any damaged wiring, replace it with wire of the same gauge and insulation type. If you decide to install surge protectors, choose ones that are specifically designed for lighting circuits. These surge protectors typically have a lower clamping voltage than those used for other types of electrical equipment. When verifying ballast compatibility, refer to the ballast manufacturer's specifications. The specifications will list the types of bulbs that the ballast is designed to operate. To improve ventilation, make sure that the fixtures are not blocked by insulation or other objects. If necessary, install ventilation fans to circulate air around the fixtures. If the fixtures are exposed to moisture, consider using waterproof or water-resistant ballasts. These ballasts are designed to withstand damp conditions. When replacing ballast, choose ones that have a high temperature rating. This will help them to withstand the heat generated by the bulbs. If you suspect that a ballast is defective, contact the manufacturer for a warranty replacement. Most ballast manufacturers offer a warranty of at least 1 year. When inspecting the bulbs, look for signs of damage such as cracks, chips, or discoloration. If you find any damaged bulbs, replace them immediately. When testing the capacitors, make sure that the ballast is disconnected from the power supply. Capacitors can store a charge even when the power is turned off. Use a capacitive checker to discharge the capacitors before testing them. If the fixture housings are damaged, repair them or replace them. Damaged housings can create a safety hazard. Consider the possibility of harmonic distortion in the electrical system. Harmonics are currents or voltages with frequencies that are multiples of the fundamental power frequency of 60 Hz. High levels of harmonic distortion can damage ballasts. Harmonic distortion can be measured with a power quality analyzer. If harmonic distortion is present, a qualified electrician can install filters to reduce it. Think about the way the fixtures are wired. Are they wired in a series or in parallel? If the fixtures are wired in a series, a failure in one fixture can cause the other fixtures to fail. Wiring the fixtures in parallel will prevent this problem. Reflect upon any recent changes to the electrical system. Did you recently add any new equipment to the circuit that could be overloading the system? Overloading the system can cause voltage drops, which can damage ballasts. Consider any external factors that could be affecting the ballast. Are the fixtures located near any sources of vibration? Vibration can damage the internal components of ballasts. Remember to check the ground connection. A poor ground connection can cause voltage fluctuations, which can damage ballasts. If you have tried all of these troubleshooting steps and the ballasts are still burning out, it is possible that there is a problem with the building's electrical system. In this case, you should consult with a qualified electrician. Keep detailed records of all ballast replacements. This will help you to identify any patterns of failure. If you notice that ballasts are failing in a particular location, this may indicate a problem with the wiring or the electrical system in that area. Review the installation procedures. Were the ballasts installed correctly? Incorrect installation can damage ballasts. Ensure that the ballasts are properly supported and that the wiring is connected correctly. Check for any signs of pest infestation. Rodents or insects can damage the wiring and components of ballasts. Take steps to prevent pest infestations. Make sure that the fixtures are properly cleaned and maintained. Dust and dirt can accumulate on the ballasts, which can cause them to overheat. Consider the ambient temperature of the room. If the room is too hot or too cold, this can affect the lifespan of the ballasts. Use ballasts that are rated for the ambient temperature of the room. Contemplate the possibility of transients. Transients are short-duration voltage spikes that can damage ballasts. Transients can be caused by lightning strikes, switching of electrical equipment, or other events. Install surge protection devices to protect against transients. Think about the age of the fixtures. If the fixtures are old, it is possible that the wiring or other components are deteriorating. Replace old fixtures with new ones. Remember to de-energize the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. This will prevent electric shock. Use caution when working with electricity. Electricity can be dangerous. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, consult with a qualified electrician. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing or repairing electrical equipment. Use the proper tools for the job. Do not use damaged or worn tools. Keep your work area clean and organized. This will help you to avoid accidents. Wear appropriate safety gear, such as safety glasses and gloves. Inspect the bulbs for proper seating. A bulb that is not properly seated can cause the ballast to overheat. Check the voltage rating of the ballasts. Make sure that the voltage rating of the ballast matches the voltage of the electrical system. Check the current rating of the ballasts. Make sure that the current rating of the ballast is sufficient for the bulbs that are being used. Check the power factor of the ballasts. A low power factor can cause the electrical system to be less efficient. Use ballasts with a high power factor. Examine the harmonics. Harmonics are distortions in the electrical waveform that can damage ballasts. Use ballasts that are designed to withstand harmonics. Check for electromagnetic interference or EMI. EMI can interfere with the operation of ballasts. Use ballasts that are shielded against EMI. Check for radio frequency interference or RFI. RFI can interfere with the operation of ballasts. Use ballasts that are filtered against RFI. Note the type of ballast being used. Different types of ballasts have different characteristics. Use the correct type of ballast for the application. When replacing the ballast, make sure that the new ballast has the correct form factor, size, and mounting configuration. These characteristics are important to ensure they fit within the lighting fixture housing. Use a quality manufactured ballast from a known manufacturer. The use of refurbished or generic ballast from unknown sources may be more prone to failure and not worth the risk. Use a meter to verify the ballast is not energized after shutting off the breaker or disconnect switch. Verify there is no voltage present before touching any of the ballast wiring. Label all wiring before disconnecting the old ballast. This will help you remember how the wires connect to the replacement ballast. Keep the replacement ballast wiring identical to the old ballast to ensure proper operation. Use the correct wire nuts for all wiring connections. Use electrical tape on the wire nuts for additional protection. Properly ground the ballast, the metal lighting fixture. This helps with safety and proper operation of the ballast. Consider using an electronic ballast. Electronic ballasts are more efficient than magnetic ballasts and may last longer. Consider using a program start ballast. Program start ballasts are designed to start the bulbs more gently, which can extend bulb life. Consider using a dimming ballast. Dimming ballasts allow you to adjust the light level, which can save energy. Inspect the area around the lighting fixtures for any signs of water damage, like water stains or condensation. Check the lighting fixture for proper seals that would prevent moisture from entering. Look at the type of lamps being installed in the lighting fixtures. Are they energy efficient? Do they create excessive heat? Consider using LED lamps. LED lamps are more efficient than fluorescent lamps and may last longer. LED lamps run cooler than fluorescent lamps. Do an energy audit of the lighting system. An energy audit can help you identify ways to save energy and reduce your electricity bill. Consider the color temperature of the lamps. The color temperature of the lamps can affect the mood of the room. Use lamps with a color temperature that is appropriate for the application. Consider the color rendering index, or CRI, of the lamps. The CRI of the lamps affects how well colors are rendered. Use lamps with a high CRI for applications where color rendering is important. When installing the bulbs, do not touch the glass part of the bulb with your bare hands. Use a clean cloth or gloves when installing them. The oil from your hands can damage the bulbs.